To that extent, I pose you a simple question. What is the narrative behind Pop-Up Pirate? Pop-Up Pirate, first published in 1975 under the title Kurohige Kiki Ipapatsu, which translates literally to Black-Bearded Danger, is a pirate-themed torture simulator that any child with a spare $9.75 can just walk into a shop and buy. Pop-Up Pirate is absurdly popular in Japan. In Japan, you can buy, oh there, that's proving I didn't make up the whole Japanese bit. You can buy a Hello Kitty book, while the daggers have adorable bows on their hilts. You can buy a Hatsune Miku fairy, who I'm assured is a sort of imaginary singer. For the 35th anniversary of the game, she's not real. No. I mean that's kind of real, you know. Anyway, for the 35th anniversary of the game, the makers commissioned a Swarovski crystal-clad edition. Here is a variant you can play at matchmaking parties, which come with sweet nothings written on the daggers you must whisper into each other's ears. I cannot imagine a worse way to meet a partner. They also made a version featuring the President of Japan. Here he is with that. And finally, best of all, you can recreate the visceral traumatic horror of one of the most popular animes of the last decade with this, the Attack on Titan variant, where the barrel represents, and I shit you not, Maria Wall, and the daggers represent people with swords and grappling harnesses. In Pop-Up Pirate, players are given a small number of coloured daggers each, as we can see here, and the aim of the game is to push them into a large central barrel. However, push a dagger into the wrong hole, the precise nature of which is randomised every time thanks to a cunning engineering. How cunning? I think we've sufficiently demonstrated the nature of people. It's less tense and more interrupty. And the titular pirate launches out of the barrel, presumably having been stabbed one too many times, and the player is out of the game. Play continues until a single player has not awoken the ire of the pirate in the centre, and they are declared the winner. Here's my question though, why? Object 2, Buckaroo. Let us examine a remarkably similar game, Buckaroo. Buckaroo is a game about loading up a mule, and brisk placement of the load will result in the mule kicking off all previous editions. It is a tale of hubris in which the players must endlessly goad a beast of burden with heavier and heavier loads until it freaks out. But it is a game that makes a sort of narrative sense. We know that mules are foul-tempered and used to carry goods and supplies. It's possible to imagine trying to avoid upsetting a beast while loading it up. The game works out. But why are we sticking these knives in a pirate's barrel? Scenario 1. Scenario Alpha. Pirate dislike. Can I just get someone to hold this in front of me? Thank you. Like, just stand up, Jake. This will be great. Sorry, I've got lenses and I can't. Yeah, perfect. You can get like a microphone stand. Yeah, there you go. A little bit higher. There you go. You're a big lad. Keep going. Okay, I'm tempted. And just hold that for the rest of the talk. Examining it from the surface, the aim of Pop-Up Pirate is transparent. We have knives, and there is a barrel which contains a scoundrel and knives going scoundrels. Perhaps we don't like the pirate. Perhaps instead we need to get the use of our barrel back. Although it won't be much worth afterwards on account of all those knives in it. Scenario Alpha is false. The aim of the game is not to wake the pirate. However, the pirate is awake, as we can see here. The pirate is awake, looking out of the barrel and presumably aware of what's happening, unless he's blind. Which puts an even more sinister spin on proceedings. The prime strategy for those victory conditions is to never put a knife in the barrel in the first place. It's like war games. For all of you to leave the pirates alone and carry on with whatever else you're doing. In fiction, in a world where you get your kicks by torturing itinerants. Thus, Pop-Up Pirate suffers a ludonarrative dissonance, similar to the seminal work Crocodile Dentist. Thank you, Jake. You're doing very well. You and your team, I'll just hold it. You and your team maybe you can hold them up now. You and your team of intrepid veterinary dentists must gently poke a crocodile in his mouth. And it is a he, I have checked, his name is Jock Croc. their hand bitten by him in exchange of getting out a sore tooth. The teeth are never fixed, just poked. You're not dentists. You're dental interns at best. Being sacrificed to a higher ranking, paid crocodile dentists can correctly remove the painful teeth. You don't win. You've done worse than everyone else. You've not found any rotten teeth. The only winner is the dentist. However, unlike crocodile dentists, pop-up pirates players use knives, which leads us to scenario beta, knife storage. Knives are heavy. They are made of metal after all, and buying somewhere to put your knife, a scabbard, a knife block or whatever, can prove very expensive. But as a responsible knife owner, you don't want to just leave them lying around where a dog could blunder into one, do you? So you find a place to put them. A barrel. Problem is, this one contains a pirate. They all contain pirates. Or do they? Time to find out. Scenario beta is false. This is too silly. Oh, I skipped ahead. It's too silly. This would all be fine, entirely believable, if there were multiple barrels, but it's the same one, time after time, and indeed the same pirate. To this end, there cannot be a knife storage problem. No one is stupid enough to try this over and over again. The issue with Pop-Up Pirate lies in the fact it has a fictional setting attached to it. There is a pirate, there are knives, there are barrels. The pirate does not want you to pierce his home with daggers, but here you are, and on occasion he, while we must presume bleeding from a number of minor wounds, lunges forth and drives you away. It comes with world building attached. Uno, on the other hand, does not have fiction attached. I don't care about the fiction attached to Uno. No one's staying up late at night trying to fathom what the draw 4 card represents. It's just numbers. Hungry Hungry Hippos does have a fiction attached to it. Seeing as the winner is the player with the most hippo chicks under their control at the end of the game, we must assume that we are engaging in a competitive hippo guano contest. We have blinded these hippos like Roman songbirds so that our appetites do not falter, and we, stern-faced, big-armed men all, are smacking these blind creatures as white pellets of tasteless food skitter past to spur them into eating. We don't know what the hippo guano is used for, and frankly, we don't care. And perhaps afterwards, the hippo is drowned in cognac and cooked whole before being eaten under a sheet. So I'm just going to go back. That is a thing French people do, which they really need to sort out. Like some evil French people. Most French people anyway. Object 6, Kerplunk. Kerplunk, on the other hand, is allegorical. In this, we play the ruling oligarchs of Kerplunk. A small Eastern European state that would go on to be absorbed into the Russian Empire in 1710. Our attempts to pillage the resources of the proletariat, represented by straws, incur their wrath, represented by marbles. And at the end of the game, the oligarch with the fewest marbles at the end of winter is the only one not beaten to death in a velvet line sweep during the workers' uprising, allowing future generations of their family to serve as Soviet-controlled puppets. What now follows is a slam poetry section. Jay, hold the mic. Sorry, I'm quite tired, my hands are shaking quite a lot. Thank you, Jay. Snakes and Ladders is, as every school child knows, a one-for-one reproduction of a ladder salesman attempting to sell his wares. You see, because he is so good at fighting, Jackie Chan, the ladder man, saviour, Jackie Chan has decided to spread them throughout the world, selling at a bulk rate to ensure that wherever he fights, he'll have the trademark weapon close to hand after training for years with the ladder clan. But buying all those ladders in bulk meant Jackie Chan, the ladder man, saviour of the ladder clan, had to buy a badder van because of all the overheads, and he could not afford to pay a proper employee, and therefore relied entirely on Snaky Dan, the ladder fan, who was an unpaid intern and, crucially, a snake. So Jackie Chan, the ladder man, and Snaky Dan, the ladder fan, are on the way to Kazakhstan as it happens. And whenever Jackie Chan, the ladder man, gets to sell some ladders, man, you've never seen the ladder man. He rockets ahead. But Jackie Chan, the ladder man's badder van, breaks down often on the road to Kazakhstan, leaving Snaky Dan, the ladder fan, in charge. So Snaky Dan has a plan. Roll the badder van downhill to a garage. So Snaky Dan, the ladder fan, leaves Jackie Chan, the ladder man, saviour of the ladder clan, and drives his one-up badder van back and forth, though nobody is madder than Jackie Chan, the ladder man. Because it's beat up Balaban, it's not a route to Kazakhstan, and instead the cause of Snaky Down steer it back towards Turkmenistan. But when Jackie Chan the Ladder Man, and Saber the Ladder Clan, and Snaky Down the Ladder Fan hit Kazakhstan, they're sorted. Whoa, blimey. Now, I need... Oh no, sorry, but here we are with this fiction. When you break out Pop-Up Pirate for a quick game, you are whisked away to the golden age of piracy, when Blackbeard ruled the waves, when Calico Jack was a tenor of the high seas, when you could stand, feather in your cap, pistols on your hip, rum in your hand, looking out at the Sargasso Sea and smelling the sweet night scent of palm trees and wild blossoms. An era of plunder and danger, an era of thrilling escapades, of wild endeavours, of murder and plot and intrigue and blood hot and fresh, that was always just a sword's point away. That should say pirate games, it said Brain instead, but we can understand. Anyway, to further my point, a short play. So you all have to gather over here so we can all share the mic. Hold that. C1, Port Royal Docks.
Here we are in Port Royal, which is a great place for us to be because we are all pirates.
I am absolutely a pirate.
Me too.
I don't know what the best part of being a pirate is. I think it's the rum, lovely rum, bully and old sugar juice, dark and tasty cane liquor, sweet lady, the old fruit scoundrel, Mr. Molasses, Mrs. Molasses, Nelson's blood, maybe Tita's, Anita's.
Maybe Tita's.
Makes more sense than that. The devil's water, the big brown bottle bastard, rum. What's your favourite part of being a pirate?
I like the stabbing. I love to stick knives in people, whether we're on board a ship or in a dock like we are now. There's nothing better than stabbing someone over and over to help me relax. I also like to shoot people, but I sold my guns for more knives.
We all have absolutely lovely knives.
6 colourful knives apiece.
My favourite part is being a rude old customer and no mistake. Jokes, jibes, drapes, joshes, jackanapes and jollywogs are my speciality. And I'm never happier than when I'm getting someone's coat, grinding their gears or stitching them right up.
Oh, fellows, look at bar. Hey. Perhaps now we can find this slate mate thirst for more delicious rum.
And I can find someone to stab.
And I might be able to irritate someone.
In we go.
Scene 2, a Port Royal bar. Hello boys, come in. I run a pirate bar with all sorts of fun pirate-themed activities, gewgaws and drinks.
Wow, an anchor on the wall.
A stuffed alligator on the ceiling.
A load of cabin boys all hanging about.
A ship's wheel roulette table.
Indeed. A talking parrot that does close-up magic.
A plank.
Indeed, and more besides. Now what can I get you fine gentlemen?
Rum, please.
I missed it, but run please.
3 rums coming right up.
Yum!
Double yum for me, because I sure do like rum. Hey, bartender, what's up with that barrel?
Why, that's where we keep the grog.
No, the other barrel. The giant one in the corner with a man sitting in it and a load of knife holes in the side.
Oh, that barrel. That's where blind old Jack lives. He doesn't like getting knives stuck in him, though. It makes him really irritated.
Knives, you say?
Irritated, you say.
That's right. In fact, he gets so irritated that he leaps right out the barrel and runs around the place yelling. And I've no need for that in my pirate-themed bar. In fact, if you poke him with a knife and he jumps out the barrel, I'll kick you out.
All of us?
No, this is the one who made him jump out.
And not before that.
No.
Boys! Get us 6 colourful knives. I think I have an idea for a game that can satisfy all of our desires.
And... much. Yes, we've already had a round of applause, but a second round of applause, they will be So, that is the setup for a game of Pop-Up Pirate, a horrible game played by strange men, written by a playwright incapable of writing distinct voices. This is false. Sorry to just completely invalidate the last one. However, this answer is boring. I like to believe that the lost fiction of Pop-Up Pirate universe is more involved and engaging than the simple game of knockdown ginger played with knives on an innocent homeless person. That said, I'm assuming the pirate lives in the barrel and isn't just there for a little while. But why would you get into a barrel unless you had no other options? It's not comfortable in there. And also, it must be said, it is to scale a very large barrel. Or maybe a very tiny pirate, which again makes it worse. A blind, itinerant, hairy child with one eye is not the sort of thing we should be encouraging children to stick knives into. Where's help up pirates? Where's take care of pirate? Or rehome pirate? Or teach pirate a trade? Plus, this would make the game a bouncer game. The game both external with us and our plastic swords, and internal to the fiction, with our analogues in the game world playing a game where they torture a dude, which is disgusting. How could our beloved games companies sell this terrifying spectacle to children? I'll tell you, they couldn't. I wanted to look at the next slide, it's just an email I sent Jake. They couldn't. Government regulations prevent such a thing. It's simply not possible to sneak under the noses of our dedicated board game advisory committee. So we have a pirate, a mutilated child pirate who lives in trash, and we have players with knives, and the aim of the game is to jam knives into barrels without making the pirate lunge out at them. Perhaps we're looking at this the wrong way. Perhaps we really need to focus down on the details behind the lore. Scenario Delta, holy barrel destroyers. I put it to you that the barrel is cursed. Made from Satan's own flagship it was, and stained with the blood of 100 slaves. A nightmare vessel, this thing, that turns anything placed within it to pure evil, and grants it a vicious strength. Beer placed in here goes black as tar and eats through wooden cups. Hardtack grows blood-red thorns and makes the eater whisper dark truths from the bottom of the sea. And woe betide any poor soul, any poor one-eyed hairy child's soul that ended up in the barrel. They'd be driven mad, blood-hungry, deviant and wild. If someone tried to hurt them, they'd chase them down and tear them from them in the winding caves that are now their home. And our heroes are vigilant fighters all, perhaps agents of the church. Zealous men and women with sharp daggers and cold eyes, who have been tasked with destroying the wicked barrel, and they stab at it violently with their knives before discovering, with chill fear gripping their hearts, there is a demon child within. Something made hairy and feral by the wickedness of the barrel, something all teeth and single glittering eye and frantic, desperate hunger. They run. One of their number that landed the blow is not lucky as the others, and is taken, ripped to shreds. They return to their camp, lick their wounds, and prepare to return the next day. That perhaps the pirate will not be the pirate inside. Perhaps the pirate will not be inside the barrel, and they'll be able to rid the land of it forever. But it does not come to pass. The child is, after all, according to the original Japanese, Blackbeard. We know the child survives. The name of the game is not Kill Blackbeard, it's Blackbeard in Danger. Blackbeard is in danger because the evil barrel that gives him access to his fearsome abilities is being attacked by the church. We know, though, that it is all for nothing, that Blackbeard becomes a terrifying force, the scourge of the Caribbean, and endures. That is the end of my talk.